Greetings and welcome once again to the Gaming Codex, the show right to explain to you all the many words and terms used to describe video games, elements of video games, and the video games industry in general. And today's word is anti-aliasing. And what exactly would be this anti-aliasing? Well, according to the general definition, in digital signal processing, spatial anti-aliasing is the technique of minimizing the distortion artifacts known as aliasing when representing a high-resolution image at a lower resolution. Anti-aliasing is used in digital photography, computer graphics, digital audio, and many other applications. The one we're referring to is specifically that of video games, so it's more in the computer graphics department as they are rendered through a game engine. Anti-aliasing is a solution that people have come up with the problem of displaying graphics on a screen usually results in them not looking as they should. Because everything you're seeing is made up of pixels, of tiny little rectangles or squares, unless there's a lot of them, and I mean a whole incredible lot of them, everything that they display will not look straight, or in the case of circles, round. Sure, if it's a straight line that's perpendicular to any of these sides of a monitor, you will not see any problems, but when there's just one hint of a 1 or 2 degrees deviation from that straight line, you will see jaggedness. Sure, if it's 1 or 2 degrees, it's only gonna be a pixel off, but it's gonna be there. And when you get to 45 degrees, it's going to look like a saw, again depending on the resolution. The lower the resolution, the more the jaggedness is visible. So anti-aliasing aims to counteract that. The exact means by which it works really differs depending on the type of anti-aliasing used. Some will just render the picture out at a high resolution and then shove it on a smaller screen. That way the image will look a bit better, but the game will run significantly worse. Some of them take samples of the areas around the jagged edges in an attempt to sort of create a approximation of what it should look like. They don't always do a good job of it, but at least it helps at reducing the effect of jagged lines. Video cards have been able to accomplish such feats for the last 20 or so years with varying degrees of success that actually still allow the game to run, which takes us to the popular definition. The thing that every one of my friends says I should run at 8x, but my 1080 Ti is too trash to actually do it. Depending on the type of anti-aliasing used, you may encounter severe performance issues. The cheapest one in terms of resources is FXAA. It even has fast in the name because it does everything really quickly, and it doesn't do it well. It doesn't go into details, as you would say. It doesn't really take the time to actually go into details and to see it and take it apart and see exactly what needs to be fixed and how, and do a really good job of it. So that's why everything that is fixed via FXAA looks mostly blurry and not actually that great. The point where you sort of just wonder, why do I even have this active? Why is this even in games? Well, it's there because if you're playing at a certain distance from the screen, you won't necessarily notice the blurring, so it'll look fine. But other methods such as super sampling, which was really brought back into style by The Witcher 2, absolutely hammer performance, but they do have incredible results. As we all know, without super sampling, Geralt of Rivia's hair looked like a mop. It just looked awful. With it active though, it was superb, and the game ran horribly. That's not because it wasn't optimized or anything, no, it's because a technique like super sampling, again, renders out a much bigger image than you're actually seeing. And that does take a lot more horsepower in the GPU department, especially memory. There are, however, many other types of anti-aliasing being developed constantly and currently implemented into video games. So basically, we're at the point where you can kind of choose which one you think would work best for you, for your system, for your aesthetic pleasure, and go with that one. And no, just because your 1080 Ti can't run something at 8x anti-aliasing doesn't mean it's trash. It means you're trying to run something at, technically, well not really, but somewhere around there at 8 times the resolution than normally. It's not actually 8 times, it's in the ballpark. And if you're running things on max settings already, yeah, that's gonna tank pretty much anything, which is why it's always funny to see people doing CPU reviews with maximum anti-aliasing. The idea being that the anti-aliasing is done on the GPU, not on the CPU. So it's a worthless test, but some people do it. Now, what is the marketing definition for anti-aliasing? Well, that would be, we know, we can't do magic. Aliasing is just a thing that happens. It's gonna keep on happening until we all have, I don't know, I think 8K displays. I believe the pixel density at 8K is going to be pretty much enough, unless you have a wall instead of a monitor, to counteract any sort of aliasing possible, because the pixels will be so small that regardless of distance from the screen, you will not be able to see any jaggedness. Even at 4K, you will be hard-pressed in some situations to see jaggedness if it's run at not a gigantic monitor, but at a big enough one so that 4K doesn't make you squint, but also it's not big enough so that you have to stand way behind to actually be able to see everything on it. We're getting close to the point where we won't really need special anti-aliasing software routines or filters, because just by having monitors with high resolutions and tightly packed pixels, all the noticeable jaggedness will be gone. It'll still be there, you just won't be able to see it, unless you have really good eyesight, or you're one of those people that plays with their nose in the monitor, in which case I don't think there's a fix for that. Though, no wait, OLED at 8K may actually not display jaggedness pretty much at all, or maybe at 16K, who knows. So closes this edition of the Gaming Codex. Come back next time and we will talk about a brand new subject. Goodbye.